I shouldn't even be out here like this, really. Everything's charged up. You know, it's interesting. I'm gonna kind of debrief a little bit. You know, I did my live in the morning. Went to the library a couple of minutes after they opened. Got settled in. Plugged all my devices in. Nothing serious. Just plugged all my stuff in. Started charging up. Went live on the Monster Hunter. Did my little 2 hours there for Monster Hunter. Sitting there. Didn't get a chance to do my logistics, but I did get a chance to upload a couple of files, 1 or 2 videos in the meantime. Doing it all, kind of multitasking and whatnot. Appreciate all the love in between. A lot of people showed up in the chat, like in the last couple of minutes, last hour. So that was dope. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? So I sat there, and then I remember, yeah, I look, you might have fucked up. I don't know, but I think I'm all right. Like I said, I'm not gonna drink again until I'm 40. But what was strange was I went to as soon as I walked outside the library, I checked the score for the Mariners. Once you see the Mariners score, we were up 6-5, top of the ninth. So then we got, I'm like, let me go to the bar, sit down, and go see what's going on. I'm gonna ask for a non-alcoholic cocktail. Ask for that shit. Dude was like, we don't have that, but we have non-alcoholic beverages. So he gave me one. I ordered one. I started drinking this shit. I look at the can. It said alcoholic content is less than 0.05 or some shit percent, but nonetheless, that means that there's still something in there. So it wasn't enough to get me drunk, but I think like I started having flashbacks, bro, because all the little bubble or whatever, the bubbly whatever inside the drink, it was like a non-alcoholic IPA or something. Started to get to me. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? They better not be getting drunk off of this. But I started concentrating on the effects. I'm like, I don't feel drunk. I don't feel whatever. But it just has that same bubbly feeling. I thought I almost broke my pack, but I don't know if that counts, man. Let me know if that counts. Let me know if that counts. I feel like I fucked up a little bit. I think I'm all right either way. But you know how it is, man. We walk into the usual spot, get it cracking over there. Go prop up the drink that I had with me, a little electrolyte, juiced water, whatever, flavored water, whatever. And then yeah, post up, get a little thing. And because this morning, I don't know if it was this morning or last morning, I was thinking about like, man, it would have been actually this morning, a good time. I was like, it'd be a great time to just, saying, chief on a cigar or something to that effect. Yeah, something like that going. But I ended up not doing it. Just had a little coffee cup the whole time. And that's how I started. That's how I went, man. But right here, I'm gonna just go up and go to my usual. Some of y'all know the usual, man. I appreciate everyone dropping in. Thank you for being here. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. Appreciate everyone dropping in on me. Hope y'all having a great night, if not a good day, depending on where you at, whatever side of the world you at. Hope everyone's doing good, man. Walking right now. Walking up the hill always be worth it. Janice Zarita, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Linda Garcia, how you doing? Appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think the more I think about it, I think that dude was just too lazy to, shake up a little. I was like, bro, just go ahead and make a mule without the alcohol. But I don't know. He was just on some shit. That's just me though. Maybe I'm just thinking negatively. I'm not trying to think negatively, but maybe I just am. How's my day going? It's doing all right for now. It's been very productive. I did 2 live streams that were 2 hours. I uploaded some files, for my YouTube channel. I was able to work on some other, just a few things here and there, nothing too big. And then here I am, right now, after, I got done recording like 3 videos at the house, 3 video game videos. So now I'm just walking up to my spot, but I'm chilling right now. So I appreciate you asking, Linda. Am I reading that right? And Janice, what's going on? Appreciate you both being here. Thank you. Everyone else in the chat, appreciate it. Oh, you like the sub? I appreciate that. Damn, thank you. Yeah. My channel, just a little bit of everything. Right now, we're just doing a lot of, see, the thing is, this year, it's just a lot of gaming. It's a lot of video games. You're going to see a lot of that. If it ain't that, it's just going to be Beyblades. Like, I did a couple things where I'm just walking around. Like if I'm just hanging out with people, which I do when I can, I'll film a few things, like a few scenery things, throw some music over it, something like that. Just a little quick edits, nothing too serious. I appreciate that, both of you. Thank you. Damn. Yeah, for those that don't know, man, I'm on my road right now. I mean, I'm walking right now, but I'm on the road. I'm trying to get, what I'm saying, 1,000 subs is one thing. I'm gonna get there slowly. So anyone who shows love and support, just know that I love and appreciate you. Thank you. It never goes unnoticed. I try to show my love and appreciation as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, it's interesting, man. It's like, yeah, it's really interesting. It's like I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs and trying to get 4,000 watch hours on the hour long stuff. I'm trying to pump out as much, saying, content, but I'm trying to do the best quality along the way. So it's really interesting. Your what has been hurting? Trout? What does that mean? Your mouth or trout? Chief Bongo's in the house. What's going on, Chief? The Chief is in the building. Chief Bongo, how you doing, man? How are things down there? How are things down there, man? Throat. Oh, your throat. That's crazy. Your throat's been hurting. My throat right now is scratchy. I'm actually not sure. Like, I didn't eat too well when I got home. Are you chilling right now? All right, man. That's good to hear. I'm about to be chilling in a second when I get to my spot. Sit down, set up shop. You know what I'm saying? Pull the cutter out. Yeah, get it like that. Ooh, big old rabbit. Damn, you can't even see him. It's so blurry and dark out here. It's so blurry and dark out here. You can't even see nothing. My phone was trying to adjust. My phone could barely adjust. My bad, y'all. Your throat is hurting. You know what's crazy? My throat right now is scratchy too. And a lot of it's really just springtime and the pollen. It's a mix of that. And, the diet that I'm having isn't really helping. Having a high mix of sugars and salts, and I need to slow it down. So that's why I brought this little electrolyte drink with me tonight. But either way, I'm gonna be chilling. Just gotta take care of my dental hygiene and just my hygiene in my diet, hygiene in my choice of food and whatnot. Gotta pay attention to that a little more and try to get a little better at everything in life. I need to work out though. What really helps me, my health in general, and my oral health, and my just health in general. What really helps it is just like having good like kind of workout routine. I mean, walking up the hill helps a lot, but you get so used to it that it's just whatever. Had a great Beyblade training session in the Turtle Shell Dojo. Oh, yep, with Manny. I got one of Manny's videos saved. I don't know if I watched it already, if I saved it already. I don't really remember. It's one or the other. You know what I'm saying? It's one or the other. Oh shit. No, I already watched it. I'm tripping. I'm tripping because the one that I watched was the Scorpio one. I think that was the most recent one he dropped. Hey, tell Spooky to drop some videos, man. I've been waiting on him to drop some videos. Like, damn, bro, everybody posting right now. It's cool, man. Yeah, I'm happy I kind of waited to open all of my blades because it was fun to open them. Normally when I used to do those opening videos on live, I would sit there, open it up, and then I would battle with them. I would test them out, but I ain't got the time right now, so it's like I didn't have the time that day. Also, it sucks because I had to do like an hour-long video just straight. You know what I'm saying? No edit. So that was like not really a first, but it was a first time for a while. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me set this up right here. Let me set up right here. Is this good lighting? The tree's starting to get big over here, so you might not be able to see me. Oh, Spooky is editing 5 videos right now. Damn, he's working hard. All right, I'm gonna chill then, cause my guy's working on his thing, so that's what it is. Yeah, I just recorded 3 video game stuff right now, so it was like 3 hours worth, 3 hours and some change worth of just locking down, trying to get the quality of the actual gameplay right. I'm using the Game Boy player, the GameCube. I'm using the Elgato, so that's one of them things, man. Let me grab something to drink here. I don't got nothing. I got an idea. I used to do this a long time ago. A real long time ago. All right, let me put this right here. It's some random. It's called a Ready sports drink, but let me just drink a little bit. Berry lemonade. It's like blueberries, some berries, and some lemonade. That's the flavor, at least here. Let me get and show you something like that. It's hella dark on this side. Let me go over here with the light. Yeah, kind of, you know, berry lemonade kind of thing. But anyway, go ahead and set all this up right here. Is it beer because that can be bad for your liver? Beer or oh beer? No, this is it's a like an electrolyte drink. It's like a juice. It's like a sports drink. Electrolytes for hydration, 0 grams added sugar. So they say, but it's really just like with drinks like that. It's really just flavoring and whatnot. So Linda, let me explain something to you. So earlier today, when I left the library, I wanted to watch the Mariners game. And I was like, shit, I'm gonna go sit at this bar that I used to sit at. But I'm really good about not drinking. I'm not gonna drink again until I'm 40. That's my thing. I'm not gonna drink again until I'm 40, right? So I go sit at the bar, and then I said, hey, you got any non-alcoholic cocktails I can have? I think the guy was too lazy to make it. He's like, nah, we don't have any, but we have non-alcoholic beers. I was like, all right, I'll try it. So then he's like, he started naming it. I was like, I just take the hazy, whatever it's called. It's like an IPA or something weird, but it's a non-alcoholic IPA. So then he gave me the can and the thing. I poured it up myself, and I'm just drinking it, and I'm like, oh, it has that same bubbly feeling that the IPAs and the beers used to have. But I don't think I'm getting buzzed. So I mean, obviously it's too soon to say because it was like the first sip. So I was like, I think we're good. I don't know. I started reading the can and it says 0.05%, like less than 0.05% or some shit. It was like a fraction of a fraction, like less than that in terms of alcoholic content. And I'm like, well, that means that there's technically still alcoholic content. Am I tripping? But I think the fact that it wasn't like a full on shot or like a full on, cocktail, whatever, like I think I'm okay. I mean, my thing for myself was just like to basically not drink or get drunk until I'm 40. But I don't know, like if that small content counts. You know, I don't know if I've ever like had things that had small amounts of alcohol in general. It made me really think about like, there's certain drinks that have percentages in it. So I don't really know. I just don't know. Basically, I just don't know. So I'm kind of tripping about that a little bit. But the fact that it had content in general kind of pissed me off. But I was like, I'm not fucking with that place anymore. Like when they offer those weird beers and shit, I'm like, just give me some water, bro. Let me just sit here and drink water. And next time I'll just eat some fries. Your mom drinks and she ended up in the hospital. Oh yeah. She probably drank a lot. I don't drink a lot. I don't drink anymore. But like when I used to drink, I would drink till like right before like right before blacking out. I know that sounds crazy, but I would drink like right before that. But yeah, I stopped drinking like a year and a half. No, almost 2 years ago. Almost 2 years ago. So I'm trying to go for 10 years straight. You had a beer tonight? Yep. I was just trying to relax after work, blading and painting some bays. That's good, man. That's good. Yeah, Chief. I don't know if I told you when I turned 30, or pretty much like 3 weeks before I turned 30, I pretty much stopped drinking, and then I told myself, I'm not gonna drink again until I turn 40. So I got like technically about 8 more years from now. In 8 years, we can have a beer or something if you're still drinking by then. But yeah. So I don't know if that counts though. That little small percentage that was in there, it said it has less than this percent inside of it, and I was like, but isn't that still like alcohol? Like what the fuck is supposed to be non-alcoholic? And I was like, bro, what? Dude just handed me some alcohol, basically, man. I don't know. Last time I was there at that bar, and I was like, can you make a non-alcoholic mocktail? And then the lady was like, yeah, I got you. And she made me some shit, and she only charged me like $3 or something for the two, for each one I had. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bro, what? I'm like, but she hooked me up and she really made some mocktails. And I was like, that's fire. So she really hooked it up. What's going on, Rob? Your cousin went through a car accident from drinking. That's the thing is I feel like they're drinking a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's all balance and discipline, everything in moderation. Yeah, my a lot of my discipline stuff is very extreme where it's like I think the amount of drinking I was doing you know what I'm saying, before I turned 30 was it was kind of off the rails to the point where I was like, I just need to stop drinking. I just need to stop. So that's when I knew. What's going on, JD? JD's in the house. JD, man, you know what's interesting? I was talking to Tay Boogie. I was telling Tay Boogie, I was like, man, honestly, because it's too much relay shit where I'm like, he has to do the community center stuff, figure out there, and then I have to post it up on the channel. But I'm like, honestly, man, if we make a Beyblade Tacoma group, if we do a Tacoma Beyblade group, then we could just usher the people we need over there. And then, once they're there, um, what was I gonna say? Once they're there, we just kind of we start growing it slowly. That's why I like putting the content out. I put the Beyblade Tacoma video out, what I'm saying, and then more of it's gonna drop every week. So we have a good time frame or whatever, what I'm saying. We had a good amount of content to really just push the thing. Because like it's just like I had a feeling. I was like, if I keep making the content for Tabletop Village, people might find it, and I think they're slowly finding it. And then lately, Dark Fabled found out there was events at Muckleshoot, so I'm like, okay, that's crazy. The rule is if it can take over you and rule your head and soul, then stay away from it. Don't touch it. That's interesting. Yeah, that's real. That's real though. That's actually real. I think really realistically, like even back then, like preaching the thought of oh, here we have the Axum. They got the Axum right there, man. But the bam, get the cigar going. Speaking of not drinking, I'm still doing cigars, but it's very rare. I haven't had one in a while. But Rob agrees with Johnny, and here we go. That's the chief. Your cousin was with her husband in the car, and she flipped the truck over, and she was driving drunk, and she got decapitated. And what the hell? And he survived with a broken back. I felt bad. Wait, I felt bad for him losing his. Yeah, that's crazy. What? Goddamn. Type of shit is that? It was in your birthday too. That's a whole lot going on, Linda. Well, Linda, my condolences to your cousin's wife. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Jesus Christ Almighty. God damn. Yeah, damn, that was different. Yeah, man, I didn't know it's gonna be like that. Yeah. But yeah, that's the there's like, for certain people there's heavy consequences of drinking. I think for me, I just there was moments like I would be having too much fun, taking it too far, and then it was just like I never was one of those competition drinking people. Like I'm not into that shit, but like it was just fun and enjoyable. But some people want to be like, let's get some more, let's do some more. And I'm like, man, y'all tripping. You know what I'm saying? But I just kind of knew for myself, like I was going a little overboard. Cause the thing was I always wanted someone to drink with. Don't get me wrong. I always wanted to hit people up like, "What you doing?" "Oh, I'm busy right now. I can't drink. I don't feel like drinking right now. I'm taking a break." I'm like, "All right, cool, fuck it." So now we just go drink by myself. You know what I'm saying? For that, it wouldn't. When people said they wouldn't want to drink with me, it would be a sign that like I would never take it as a sign like, okay, I gotta slow down too. It would just be like, all right, I'm gonna go by myself. I'm gonna go eat by myself, and then I'm gonna get something to drink too on the side maybe. And some day, some nights I would just get a little more than others, but a lot, or like drink a little more than other nights. But what I'm saying is like, I would what's the word I'm looking for? If I worked a lot of overtime, I would just kind of treat myself, and then I would be like, man, you worked, man. You deserve to go out and eat the end of this weekend, get yourself something to drink. You deserve it, man. You've been working this hard. That's what I would always do. That would be my rationale. But at some point, it overly just compounded in the worst way. But yeah, so my grandma told me to never get in a car with a drunk person and don't let them drive. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, your grandma's smart. My family is like the opposite. My family be, they'd be driving drunk a lot, and then I'd be in the car with them, and I ain't gonna lie, man, I was with a bitch the other night, and she was drinking, but it was sad because, she's my friend. Don't get me wrong, like, I'm not trying to down talk her, but it was just crazy because the more I thought about the day, I was like, you know what, man, she's drinking because CPS took her son away, and I'm sitting there like, damn. So I'm gonna just sit here and, buy her a drink for her birthday that had just passed, and I'm like, all right, look, I'm monitoring you. I'm making sure that we walk enough so you can just walk that shit off, but you gotta let me know you go home, right? And like I've hung out with her before. We've drunk before, like years ago, but she needed someone to drink with because like CPS had taken her son away. It was some bullshit, and I was just sad. I was like, bro, what the fuck? And I'm like, just make sure you're good. I know you trying to look out for me, drop me off at the train station and all that, but just, I want to make sure you're good. JD said, I feel it. I've been drinking like 3 days a week. I got to chill off that. Yeah, man, I used to damn near do it every day. Like if I was just, because the thing was, I would work so much overtime and I would stack up these hours, and then I'd be like, man, I just need to relax. And I would just go somewhere, watch a game or something like that. And if I was watching the game, I was like, let me get a drink or two. And I would just get that buzz, try to get the second buzz, trying to get the third, just trying to keep getting a little, a little more buzz. It was just ridiculous, man. I know for me, I had to stop. This for me personally. Some people have good control. I think just at that time period, I was just getting out of control because obviously I was working a job that like I didn't feel the reward in. And because of that, I was compensating probably just with drinking. And you know how that goes. Fuzzy Head 121, how you doing, man? Appreciate you being here. About to hit this V cut real quick. We're gonna get started. Spark it up. Belinda, that's crazy. That's crazy. I had a phase where I was going to bars nonstop. Like, were you like bar hopping? I don't know. If I'm with certain people, I would bar hop with them. But like, other than that, it was like I would kind of just be with myself. And like, I only went to certain places, like certain restaurants, and like where the bartenders were nice and they knew me. Because I was like, man, I don't go places where like I deal with this a lot with like stores and restaurants. I get followed in stores, and then restaurants harass me and shit. But like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Scott Shea. Hey, man. I'll let y'all deal with him. Y'all can deal with him however you want. Scott Shea is funny. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I used to go to certain spaces where it's like I was more, you know, loved if not loved more than tolerated. That was my thing. I just be exploring and seeing what's good and then go the ones yeah, right, exactly. And I used to be the same way too, but are you saying you used to just kind of abuse it or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Scott Sheehy or whatever, bro. Let me know. Hold on, let me do this for you. Let's give you a little quick 30. You can come back whenever though. Damn, I hate doing this shit. There we go. Yeah, you let me know, Scott, when you're ready. To just say something nice off the top, off the rip. But yeah, man. Two V's make an X, man. This is the Axum. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting because like I always say this when I stopped drinking, I had nothing to spend my money on no more because I would just do like $100 checks and just look out for these bartenders, giving them tips and shit, and just doing the most. I got all this overtime money. Fuck it, I'm gonna just get whatever, reward myself a little bit, and I would just be buying my dad like just random gear, and then I'd take him out to games and my brother out to games, and we drink there, and I would just be spending money on my family. Like if I'm with him, like, oh yeah, let me take care of the bill. I got all this overtime. Let me take care of the bill. Let me take care of everybody. So I would just be taking care of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I don't have bills the way that they do. So I was like, I would just spend money on my family and like other people around me and shit. But it was really interesting because like, you know, I don't know. It was just like a weird thing. It was like I stopped drinking. I had all this money that I wasn't spending on nothing. So what did I end up doing? I just ended up collecting Pokemon cards. And I was like, let me get two of everything. So I'd get two boxes. One box I would open, and then the other I would just kind of like keep in storage. And the ones that I would open one pack of cards a day and just put it on YouTube. And that's how this whole channel started. All because I stopped drinking pretty much. Well, I was drinking in the same time frame, don't get me wrong, but when I stopped drinking, all of it started to compound in the best way, the most positive way. So that's why I had so much money for Beyblades. The amount of money I would normally spend on drinking, I spent on Beyblades, which was good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So I expect to get fat simply because with any extra money I have now, I just want to spend it on food, you know what I'm saying? I can't remember what the last tournament was. I think it was the one in Muckleshoot or something. I think after that one I just went to I got dropped off by Z and his wife, and then I was like, the bus ain't gonna be here for like 30, 50 minutes. I was like, fuck. Then I just walked up to what was that thing, bro? Burger King. I ain't had Burger King in a long time. I was like, damn, I ain't Burger King in a minute. I forgot what I ordered. It was like a Whopper or something. The dude behind the counter looked like he was having the worst day of his life. Like he didn't want to be there. Like he had like his face was like, bro, it was like a big Samoan dude. He was looking at me like this. He was like, how you doing, sir? What do you want? Or how you doing, sir? What would you like? And I'm like, let me look at the menu. And he was just standing there, and I started naming stuff. I was like, you got big cheeseburgers still? You got this, that, and a third? He said, no, we don't, sir. No, we don't. He was just hella dry about it. He might have just been high. But I was like, hey, bro, I'm gonna just get a Whopper meal or whatever. I forgot the fuck I ordered. How you doing, Lord Freezer? Lord Freezer? Appreciate you being here. But yeah, man. I'm doing all right, man. How you doing, Lord? We living right now, man. We doing our best, just live and exist. Right now, it's one of them nights where I'm just chilling, man. I got a lot of work done. a lot of time and effort that was done today. I'm trying to do a little more time and effort tonight. Get this live in and whatnot. While living. Yeah. How are you doing? You doing good too? Good. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, man. Let me work on this shit right here. We're doing all right for now, man. Oh shoot, what the? Where am I from? I'm from the States, man. You check enough for the content, you'll find out where I'm at. Hold on, man. Let me fix this right here. From India, man. Oh, peace to you, man. Peace to you, man. With everything going on right now, I wish the best for y'all, man. I wish the best for y'all. I know it's getting crazy over there, man. The India and Pakistan stuff right now. I hope. Yeah, man. I hope the best for y'all, bro. Are they bad for your lungs or are they a different kind? So here's the thing, right? The war has everyone free. Oh, okay. Lord. Linda, my thing is I do. So here's the thing, right? And I say this all the time because someone had asked me before. I do cigars and not cigarettes. Cigarettes you have to inhale. With the cigars, like you get the taste of stuff. You get the taste of the cigar, the flavor of it, and then you blow it out. But you don't inhale all the way. So obviously you get a portion of it, but you're not doing a full inhale. If it was a full inhale, you'd probably be dead. But it's a different kind of thing. But it also forces me to relax because you have to be aware of your breathing as you're doing it. You know what I mean? So I don't do them that often, but I kind of just it is one of those moments where I was like, let me just sit down with the chat for a little bit, see how everyone's doing, tap in and check in with everyone. You know what I'm saying? Get my little smoking because I was gonna do it in the morning, but I was like, I don't think I should start my morning like that. You know what I'm saying? At least not right now. Maybe in the future, but as of right now, I'm gonna just be maybe like once a month, once a week, depending on how I feel. I think I haven't had a cigar in like 2 or 3 weeks. It's been very rare, and I'm trying to get rid of the supply I currently have because one of my friend who actually does my tattoos, he actually started selling cigars out of his shop as well. So he finally got his license to do that as well. I want to support him, so I'm gonna smoke some cigars with him. Matter of fact, me and him are gonna be a what's it called cigar person. Your dad is police, and his friends and him use vapes, and my stepmom does that too. This isn't a vape. Yeah, nothing against vapes though. Your dad is police though. Damn, you got to quit vaping, JD. Yeah, I'm not mad at it though. I mean, when I was kicking with my friend, shout out to oh damn, I thought I wore the Cedar Rapids hat. Damn, this is Tampa Bay. I got the wrong hat. Nowadays, teens be smoking vapes to look cool. Like the fuck. Are vapes bad? I just don't prefer them. They're not bad. I don't know if you got to ask someone else because I don't vape. But I just prefer I'd prefer like marijuana. But even then, I don't even smoke it like that, bro. Like Linda, I don't even smoke weed like that anymore, like I used to. Back then, I used to just do it recreationally with my friends, and then what's really interesting, man, is like after a while, I just needed it for the body, just to relax. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, my bad. Let me scroll. I'm missing a lot. It can cause cancer. You heard? That's what Lord Freezer says. Andrew, you start your morning on the front porch. 3 Newport 100s. 3 Newport 100s. You talking about like singles, right? Like just single Lucy's. Okay, and a bottle of water for breakfast. I like that. That's a good water and cigarettes ain't bad for breakfast. It's not a bad way to start. If we're being honest, it's not a bad way to start. Yeah, man. Well, time for me to my bad. Time for me to take your leave, Lord Freezer. A pleasure meeting. Oh, I appreciate it, man. You shouldn't do drugs. Yeah, Fuzzy Head is right. Don't do drugs. But don't say weed is a drug either. The M's are on fire right now. Yeah, man. I went to go watch that I went to go watch the last inning, top of the ninth and then the bottom of the ninth when Munoz shut out the Athletics. I was like, let's fucking go, bro. And let me tell you something. Every day that I wear the other team's hat, bro, every day that I wear the other team's hat, they lose. I mean, I'm like 6-1 right now. The only time that I lost was against the Giants because the Giants fucked us up. But I wore the Athletics hat today. I had the Oakland hat on earlier in the morning, or like in the morning/afternoon, and I'm at the bar just with that shit, just watching the game. Like, ooh, every time. Let's go. One time I was bringing my stepmom wine, holding a Sprite too, and you accidentally got them mixed up. How do you what? You took a sip of wine and spit it out because I got that. How did you get it mixed up? Were they in cups? Is that what are you saying? I don't understand. How did you get them mixed up? They look completely different. Even if they were in glasses, they look completely different. A's is your team too. I know. Rob, I was gonna ask you, like, is A's your team or the Giants? Who you rock with, man? And good luck tomorrow. Hey, good luck tomorrow for your Warriors, dog. Good luck on the Warriors tomorrow, dog. Because if the Warriors show up, I don't know if they can beat OKC. I'm gonna be honest. You saw OKC put on a clinic today. I was scared. I was scared as hell. Because you think they're in the other hand and not. I see what you're saying. I mean, that's what do we call that? A brain fart. You just had a little brain fart. That's understandable. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is what I did last chat. I'm gonna do it on this one. I'm gonna do it on this one. I'm gonna see how it looks. Do you prefer me standing up or sitting next to the camera? I kind of like standing up, honestly. I kind of prefer standing up. The lighting over here ain't that great. It look hella grim. You know what I'm saying? So I might flip that joint. Really, I might flip that joint. I prefer standing up. Fuck it. I want to stand up more. Got to be a Giants fan now, cause oh my god, yeah, I know. They're going for Las Vegas. A's is ridiculous, bro. I hate that shit. I hate that shit, bro. I remember last time I was in the Bay. I was in the Bay, right? 2018. I went to go visit my friend because he's living in Daly City. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, hey, bro, if it's cool with you, can we drive around and I could just pick up gear? He said, I got you. So we started going to different spots. I got my A's gear. I forgot where I went, but I got my Raiders hat. We went to the little Raider image store. I had to get it over there. You know what I'm saying? We got man dark way. Hey, dude, why don't you show us some chicas? Some chicas. The chicas went to sleep. Some chicas. But yeah, man, I'm really sad about that. The fact that the A's are in Vegas now is ridiculous to me. Like that shit is crazy, man. I missed the loud ass drums and horn section at the A's game. Is that what was that a thing back then in Oakland? I mean, it was crazy. I forgot his name. It was goddamn, what's the Spanish? I ain't gonna say Spanish, but like, what's the land dude's name? This dude hit a home run, and then when it went into the stands, like these people were sitting in the park. Like, what the fuck is this? And then the dude sitting next to me was like, oh yeah, they're playing in Sacramento. I was like, oh my god, that's ridiculous. They're playing in Sacramento before they go to Las Vegas. I don't know, bro. It just looked hella different. It just looked hella weird to me. I ain't never been to an A's game in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? But it'd been nice. I did get a chance to watch the Warriors. I want to say twice. I want to say twice. See if I remember that correctly. There was two. Now was it twice? I don't remember if it was twice. But yeah. Yep, Sacramento. Of all places, right? It's just crazy. There was no booties around. What you looking for booties for, Dark Wave? What's wrong with you? Dark Wave, let me know so we can get you out of here, bro. That's crazy. You know, both men and women have booties, right? So why are you looking for booties? Wait, you got to be very specific. What you talking about? And I don't judge, but I'm just like, what you mean? You know? What you mean? But yeah, man. Nonetheless, bro, I appreciate you being here. Appreciate everyone being here, man. Scenery looking nice in the back. It's actually a park under construction. Bro, I'm JD. I'm only fucking with places that have good energy and good nature, like a good balance of like both. You know what I'm saying? So I said this before. You know what I'm saying? What time is it right now? Actually, I don't know. That's a good question. It's like 10 something. 10, probably close to 11. I'm on Pacific time. I'm on Pacific time, dark wave. I don't know. I can't look at the clock right now. I live in Scotland. You live in Scotland? What? With the local Ness? Oh, the Loch Ness monster. Loch Ness monster. Have you seen the Loch Ness monster? I want to see the Loch Ness monster. I want to meet one. It's time for a goodwill. Dark. It's time for good. Wait, what? Let me know what's going on, Johnny. They left the scooter. Left the scooter. Where's the scooter at? Oh yeah. No, so there. So here's the thing. I don't know if you can see the background. It's kind of a kids' playground. They leave a lot of toys and stuff around here, so the kids come through and they play. And it's kind of interesting because there is kind of like a little faucet thing on the side, and I think you can wash off the stuff if you want. But we get so much rain that it kind of cleans itself off. You've been to the new? I need to go. It's 10 p.m. Pacific time right now. Oh, yep. Yeah, it's make scary sounds at night. Oh, the scooter at night. Goodwill. Oh, I see. Yep. Goodwill equals mercy. I like that. I like that. Yeah, that's the thing. Is that Rob? Yeah, Rob. They just leave toys around here, man. Hold on, let me show you. While we here, they kind of just leave toys around. That's why I always It's almost 11, Johnny. I mean, Chief. They kind of just leave toys around. So it's just one of them playgrounds. It's a really nice neighborhood, honestly. But I only smoke here at night because it's like ain't no kids here at night. You know what I'm saying? And unless you ain't know, let me show you again. Then what the fuck? Imagine that toy car start moving on its own. If it does, man, I'm gonna just start crying. I'm like, hey man, don't do this to me right now. Don't do this. It's dark. His location is in Dark River, but I'm moving to Texas. You're moving to Texas? Yeah, I want to move to Texas too. You can't really see it, right? But this park right here, this park is like a big field right there. Not too big, but it's like half of the block over there. So if you ever read Aaron Dixon's book, Aaron Dixon was the head of the Seattle chapter of the Black Panther Party. They used to do the little marching drills and the trainings over here. So people would just train to work out. The Black Panthers would train to work out over here because the office is 1 block away. The original office is 1 block away. Black Panther Party used to train right here in the park in the 60s and 70s. Right here in the park, right in Madrona. What is this, 30? Where we at? Won't 34th. 34th, 33rd, you know what it is. 32nd right there, to go to school. Madrona. What's their mascot? The Black Panthers. You already know. Shout out to the Panthers. Shout out to the district. Shout out to the Bulldogs. That's how we living over here. Bulldogs and Panthers up in here. Jaguars. Shout out to Meanie. That's the Jaguars. That's scary. That is just the car in the road. Imagine it starts moving. I mean, if it does, it does. You know what I mean? I'd be talking to ghosts, man. I used to work in a hospital where the ghost would ride the elevator. Yeah, I say that every time I'm in this neighborhood. Got the energy of the Black Panthers from 50 years ago to just the older community people and whatnot. It's a good energy up in here. You know what I'm saying? Syncope is Lord of the Night, a natural Batman and Panther. I try to be. I'm more of a bulldog. I didn't go to Madrona, but I hear what you're saying. You want to give a shout out to me? Shout out to Fuzzy Head 121. How you living, man? Yo, I'm taking a fat sweaty. Hey, Mauricio, you gotta chill, Mauricio. You gotta say good things in the chat so that way it doesn't filter it. Because YouTube has a natural filter, but you gotta say nice things. But that's nasty, bro. You gotta wipe up. You gotta wipe up. Get the wet wipes out. If it's a nasty one, you gotta get the wet wipes, bro. Be careful. It's funny because YouTube makes it hidden, and then I'm just over here reading it, which is kind of funny. So yeah, Mauricio, I'm gonna show it so people can laugh at you if they want to. There you go. He's taking a fat sweaty one, guys. Y'all want to help him out? Help him out. Giselle Miles. Am I reading that right? How you living? Fuzzy Head, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Everybody, man. Fuzzy Head, you jump in and out of the chat. What's going on? But yeah, man, I appreciate it. It's one of those days. Mauricio, I had one of those days because you ever eat one of those like the Korean Samyang bulldog noodles, like the spicy ones? I get the ones where you can add spice. I had a little bit of spice because sometimes it's too much, and then I put all the cheese on it, so it was the carbonara flavor. So if you get the carbonara one, and then you get like a Mexican Coke bottle, which is actually good for you compared to the canned shit. You know what I'm saying? If you get one of those and then some other stuff, it gets kind of bad. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, help him out. It's crazy. Yeah, help that man out. Send him some Pepto Bismol and all that. Domino's. Oh, Domino's got him. The Domino's demon got him. The Domino's demon got him, bro. Domino's and I've been trying to support Papa John's a little more because there's one that opened up recently, which is actually right across from Domino's, which is funny. But yeah. Fuzzy, you gotta chill, Fuzzy. I see you, bro. I see you, bro. Giselle Miles. That's your name? Am I saying that right? Giselle Miles. Okay. So I was saying it right. But yeah, man. You know, I'm big on the history here, man. I'm big on the history in the city. Big on the history in the city. You know, I'm big on stuff like that. It's important. It's important. You got to know your city and what it was. You know, think about that a lot, man. I don't know if you can see it. There is something moving back there. You see that shit? See that little thing moving in the background on the floor? Something shifting. I don't know if it's just the wind blowing something. Oh, there's two rats fighting. You see that, man? Two rats fighting right there. Hold on, watch here. Oh my god, that's a cat. Get over here. That's a cat. That's a legit black cat. Damn, that's a black cat. Get over here. I don't believe in that bad luck shit, man. They always try to put that shit on the black cat. I'm like, nah, man. Cat's just trying to exist. Can't help that it's melanated. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with that? Yeah. You don't like the cat? Giselle, you don't like the cat? What's going on? Yeah, it's a little kitty. I just seen something flopping around. I thought it was two rats fighting. I think it was really just a cat, though. Fuck with the black cat. Same. I swear to God, I'm hella stupid. I thought it was two rats fighting. I just seen like something flopping around. I was like, oh shit. That's how you know I'm nearsighted. You know what's funny? When I zoomed in on the phone, it looked more clear. That's how I know my eyes are fucked up. That's how I know my eyes are fucked up. All I can see is movement, but I can't really see what it actually is. Cat is your crime fighting partner? That'd be kind of cool. If I was walking around with a cat. Damn. I could walk around with like a cat hanging out. Actually, you know what's funny? My one of my friend's cats, he actually had 2 or 3 cats in his house, and they used to just leave the house and hang out outside. But if you were just walking on his street, they would just come hang out with you. You like and you don't want it? For which one? Which one? Came to check up on the cat? Yeah, probably. There's a few neighborhood cats that remember me, and I'm like, I don't remember you. I've kind of pet so many animals in the area that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just don't remember. Let me get work on my squats here. I'm about to go to bed. I got school in the morning. You got school in the morning, Fuzzy? All right, man. You take it easy, man. Good luck on classes and whatnot, man. Hopefully they don't try to work you to death with schoolwork. I know how that. I mean, I remember them days. Yeah, Chief. I just be having a hard time sleeping sometimes. Like sometimes what keeps me up is just kind of just thoughts and just like wanting to communicate or like you know what I mean, like just want to I just have like these long string of thoughts, and sometimes they get negative, and I'm like, I know if I go online and I start chatting and then people talk to me and keep me accountable, that things will just be positive. So I just know like I should probably just go out and do a live real quick, and it's starting to get warmer, so the fact that it's getting warmer, I was like, let me hit these nice neighborhoods. I was going to hit my old school, sit up in the bleachers, but I already knew that shit, somebody might have been shooting or something funny. I've been hearing all the sirens all day. I'm like, damn, they tripping right now. Let me come up over here on this side, bro. Get up over here. The motherfuckers tripping tonight. And it's only Wednesday, though. Yo, teach these youth how to do a proper squat or push up. Ah, damn. Here we go. You said teach the youth how to do the squats and the push ups. Here we go. And then see how far we are in the chat. Put this right here. It's been a minute. And the mic is attached too. So you can probably still see me like right here or something. It really depends. You kind of just put the thumbs inwards and get the right one if you want to go wide. Tap the floor. Or if you want to get the tricep in. It just depends. Yeah, it's been a minute. You can always switch it up. It's been a while. But I was squatting because I had to like squat and read the chat. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. Ugh. Yeah, you guys gotta. I've been walking more often. I probably do gotta get the upper body in because my stomach is starting to. My stomach is starting to inflate with all this ramen. Your boy eating ramen out here. Yeah. But yeah, you know when you're like down, if you're like this, the how do you explain it? What do you call this? What do you call those people? The gymnast. So gymnast, when they're down in the push-up position, they have the thumbs inwards like this, and then you pop out, chest to the floor, boom, push straight up. You get the power in a little more. Chicken jockey, not chicken jockey. Get that money. I appreciate it, man. Afternoon in the Philippines. It's afternoon in the Philippines. Kumusta? Shirley Barrios. Kumusta? Amona ti Ilocano. You speak Ilocano? That's the only dialect I know. People always talk to me in Tagalog. I don't even know what's going on. But yeah. Big Dino, I gotta time you up, bro. My bad. Come back on like 30, man. We here though. Come back on like 30. But yeah, love mod 10 on that. Yeah, I just did a little tap tap. Either way. But what is chicken jockey, bro? I be hearing that too much. Oh, here we go. You know, Kuya? Yeah. Fuzzy head, you gotta chill. You gotta chill, fuzzy head. Filipino, yes. La Union and Pangasinan. Half La Union, half Pangasinan. But you know, Ilocano, 100%. Uki, Uki ninam. Rob knows Uki. Rob knows about the Uki. Come on, man. Come on, man. Rob knows the Uki. Yeah. I haven't been back to the Philippines since like 2011, 2012 or something. Mm, there it is. I gotta do the squat game right, man. Ugh, squat right here. He said he knows Uki. That's funny. Is Filipino? Surely, yeah. Are you in the Philippines right now? Yeah, I sent my cousin a balikbayan box. You know, I put a bunch of clothes in there, some leftover clothes, and then I put like, oh man, I put a whole bunch of Gundams in there. Like I put the Wing Gundam, I put some SD Gundams, and I put like I forgot the other Gundams, but I put a whole bunch of Gundams and some clothes in there. I think like some leftover just clothes that they might be able to donate to other family members. Things that I don't quite need, you know. Lightly worn. Things that I probably could have, you know, resold for like $5 or $10 here and there, but I was like, they could probably use it. I don't feel like putting it up on eBay and, you know, having to ship all this and do all this stuff. Like I ain't got time for that. You know, $10 here and there adds up, but still, you know. But yeah. Bakit ang no, it's a cigar. Cigar. Yeah, it's a cigar. So I get the Axum. Axum. Bakit. Bakit is a Y, right? Yeah. I'm Ilocano, so I'm like, you know, when I used to go to work, you know, it was funny when I went to middle school. This one girl would talk to me. She's like, "You don't know these words?" I was like, "I don't know what you're saying." And then my mom was like, "That's," and my mom and dad and my grandpa are like, "Yeah, it's because in our house we only spoke Ilocano. The only time we spoke Tagalog was if like another person came in or some other family member came by that didn't wasn't from our region, so they would just speak the national language." So for those that don't understand, so this whole time I was going through life, I was like, I just thought I was saying shit wrong the whole time. Come to find out, they were like, "Yeah, you only really speak one side of the language. You don't know the main language." I was like, "Oh shit. Well, how am I going to talk to people?" Because I know a few things here and there, but I just only know you know, it's yeah. I mean, you know, you probably know what I'm saying. But now cigar. So cigar's a little different than cigarette. But, you know, cigarettes you have to actually inhale. This one you are, but it's like, you know, you gotta what was I gonna say? Like you are, but you don't fully inhale. You gotta blow it out. Watch anime a little bit. A little bit. I haven't sat down and watched it in a while, so the only new stuff I know is because people told me the storyline of what's happening. That's the only stuff I know. But like if you were saying like 90s, 2000s era, I probably watched some of those animes. It's been a while though. Been a while. What's your favorite anime, Shirley? What's your favorite anime? Oh, this is the well, the light's right here, so I gotta stand this way. But yeah, I feel like I missed something. Rob knows the Uki. Giselle's showing love. Rob knows Kuya. Rob, do people call you Kuya? I just thought about that. Let me know if they call you Kuya. Um, I mean, oh, yeah, I saw that. Sonic Boom, yeah. Oh, okay. So I caught up. I just want to make sure I catch up with the chat. But yeah, like I missed a few things because I went back here and did the push-ups, which is kind of funny. Hey, low key, I can't remember what day it was. It was damn, who passed away? George Foreman passed away. I was about to go on live and start shadow boxing low key. I was like, damn, man, that's crazy. George Foreman died. I was sad. Surely, I don't know if you're still there. My favorite anime is Hunter x Hunter, though. I say Hunter x Hunter all the time. Hunter x Hunter, you know. But yeah, it's been pretty chill tonight, man. It's been pretty chill the whole day, man. I'll say that much. Yeah, hold on, man. I was hearing noises in there, but I don't know if it's like that someone was like sleeping in there. Some only because it's school and Filipino friends and girlfriends. Yeah, that makes sense. And you're down there too, so there's like obviously there's hella like Filipino people in Cali. Pretty much most of the West Coast, and then like maybe like New York. People forget though, like Filipino people are worldwide, man. You know how in the States you'll find a Mexican anywhere. In the States you'll find a Mexican person in any state, any city. You'll find a Mexican person. Specifically like because Mexico's like right there, so like it's close to America, right? But around the world, like Filipinos will always get work visas. Like there's Filipinos working right now in Israel. There's people working like all the way in parts of Kenya. There's a lady in shit, I forget what country that is. It's somewhere in Central, if not West Africa, and she's like working as like she worked as something I can't remember exactly, but she does a vlog out there. There's like a Filipino out there, but they're all over the world. Filipinos are all over the world getting work visas, working everywhere. So you'll find us everywhere. It's just hella funny. What do I post, man? Video game shit and then random shit like this where I'm just on live, just talking and chatting it up. You know what I mean? I thought about it because it's like, this shit I'm doing right here where I just walk around, smoke, and just, kind of think to myself. I thought about like, wait, why don't I just go somewhere and start thinking out loud and chopping it up out loud? Why don't I just start doing that? So I just started doing this. You know what I'm saying? I started thinking like, I don't have to monetize everything. Like I'm not gonna monetize. I mean, I'm not monetized. Don't get me wrong. I'm not getting paid yet. I was like, why don't I just start, vlogging myself and just doing things that I like to do? So that's when the Beyblade stuff happened. That's when the Pokemon card stuff happened. Then I unlocked lives and I decided like, hey, let me just go on live and chat with people. I would just talk with them about random stuff from anime to like live. There'd be kids that come in and out the chat because the kids want to know what's going on with the video games and going on in life. So I would just talk with them. In terms of the purpose of it, I think I thought about it. I was like, a lot of the older stuff I used to do, I just wanted to document it, whether that's video game stuff or just even things that I would do in life. Like I have like these videos that Cash talked about where I'd walk around with these Meta Ray Bans and you can film things from a point of view perspective. I was like, normally I just take the bus and catch at random places and see different parts of the city anyway. Like normally. So let me just start documenting things when I go places. I would just document different waterways, different parks, just visit places. I would just go. So then I started doing stuff like that. Then I took it a whole nother level. I went down to Portland. I started filming the Beyblade scene down there because there was one year I went there, not this year, but last year. No, last year. I went there last year. Didn't even know about Beyblade yet. I just went to Portland and I was just filming random shit, like, straight up point of view. Went to Iowa, did the same thing. I don't know if I did it in Austin. Not this time, but I did a little bit in Austin. I should have did more in El Paso. And then I didn't do enough in Tampa either, which is sad. But then yeah, and then I went back this year, I met the chief. Chief was in the chat. I met the chief and then I just started documenting the Beyblade scene and just like, vlogging it. And then from there, I was like, I guess this is what I'm doing this year. Like I'm just doing. As long as I don't want to wake up and think about what should I do. And I was like, I rather think about why not do these kind of things. You know what I'm trying to say? I need some sleep, man. Stay up and stay blessed. Later, chat. All right, Rob. I'll probably see you tomorrow or something. Like whenever you drop in, I'll be around, bro. I'm around, man. I appreciate you being here, bro. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, that's pretty much what the content is. Is whatever it needs to be. Like right now, the hobby. I've been doing the Beyblade stuff since about August, so that's kind of been the whole the chat's been like tailored towards that. But then I was always doing the video game stuff. I was doing it kind of slowly, but then I realized like I should probably do a little more when I had the time and when I get the chance. So that's why I'm doing like hour long of Dragon Warrior Monsters 2. I'm just reliving old games that I used to play and have experienced before, documenting it, getting an hour in here and there, putting it out there, stuff like that. That's just where I'm at right now. But in the future, we'll see. Everything is just straight off the phone. If not the Elgato capture card, if it's not that, then it's like, what am I trying to say? Like, because it's interesting with Pokemon, I'm able to relive those old, like, when people say, what would you do if you go back in time and you knew what you knew now? That's what you could do with a video game, because the video game is role playing games, right? You know what you know now, so you can replay old games with a better whatever understanding. Like, okay, I won't, as much as I like Nidoking, I won't use Nidoking anymore because he's a glass cannon. But I love Nidoking still. So it's like you just start creating new teams, start creating new outcomes of the game, and it's reliving it, documenting it, and then putting it out there. So that's why a lot of the content right now is just like video game shit. And then, what would I normally do? I would just normally walk around. I would sit at a bench by the water. I'll sit at a bench by the water next to the hospital where my mom died, and I would just sit there. And then one time I sat there and I was just chatting about it. And then I would go to like certain spaces, like go to my old school, sit there and chat about it on audio form. This was like years ago. Then I got rid of the audio form podcast. I started doing this. So I don't know. I'm just doing whatever, like whatever the year brings or whatever the next month brings. I'm just gonna start doing it. So right now, in this current season of my life, it's just Beyblade, man. I'm just doing that, and then just like video gaming at the house because I have no job right now. I might get hired. I could pretty much get hired right away, but I just need this time. I kind of need this time period to be open right now. So I'm getting so much hours worth of stuff done throughout the day. When I'm not on live, if I'm not live streaming Monster Hunter, I'm probably doing this. If I'm not doing this, I'm doing Monster Hunter. If I'm not doing either of those, I'm at the house getting hours worth of stuff on the capture card. Next morning, go to the library, upload it. While I'm uploading it, play the game on the side, just doubling up, tripling up, stuff like that. So that's where it's at right now. How you doing, man? You know, can you stack donuts on it? Can I stack donuts on it? What you mean? What you mean? Let me know what the slang is, bro. But yeah, it's really interesting, man. It's like it's just where I'm at. It's just where I'm at in this time period of life and time right now. You know what I mean? I'm just making the most of it. I got this much time in a day. I might as well utilize it because stuff like this counts towards watch hours. You know what I mean? So I start utilizing my watch hours not just for myself, because I could sit here and be ignorant for an hour or 2 hours, and then maybe just like, oh, I got like plays and I got likes and whatever. But I'm like, well, I'm just normally gonna sit down and think anyway. So let me just sit down, think, share these thoughts and positive thoughts. If people have negative things to say to me, meet them halfway, joke around with them, try to flip it over. That's just where I'm at mentally. That's just how I'm feeling with all this. So it's just who I am, bro. If that makes sense. Fuzzy, what he mean by the donuts, man? Talk to me. That's crazy. Let me know what he mean. I'm about to spark this. Gotta relight it. But yeah, man. But let me know if that makes sense, man. I'm not gonna say there's no clear cut thing, but I'm just not. It's just where I'm at right now. You know, and that's also part of the moving process. Like if I ever end up moving to different cities and whatnot, I already have an outlook and understanding of like each of them spots. You know what I'm saying? And I have an understanding of what I would be doing. And then I would also have a track record of all this stuff when I get there. So I'm just staying moving with everything, content wise, and all this. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. But yeah, I might have took y'all for a walk in a second. But hold on, man. They got the review, man. This is crazy. And you put a donut on your dick. That's what it. Oh, really? Oh, I'm gonna show what Fuzzy Head. Nah, should I show it? I'm gonna show what Fuzzy Head said just to make it clear. Oh yeah, that's what the boy meant. Tripping. But why is he worried about it though? Why was he worried about it? That's kind of. I mean, hey, no judgment. I was gonna say that's kind of sus, but maybe that's who he is. Maybe that's what they are. That's how people be sometimes, man. I had one chat. It was like 5 or 10 accounts kind of rotating, just trying to troll me and like be funny and clown and shit. And they just kept going and kept going. And I was just meeting them halfway with, we're just kind of joking back and forth. And then I remember like towards the end, I was just like, all right, man, cool. That's a good 10 minutes that y'all spent, locked up in the basement trying to be trolls and whatnot. But let me know when y'all get together because you guys are probably already together in the same room doing this funny shit. But let me know when y'all got some content that I could, tap in with as well. So let me know. So it's funny when I try to gear people towards what I'm doing. It's like you got enough time to troll, jump in the chat, be negative or whatever. That means you got enough time to be productive. And going back to what what's his name said earlier in the chat, the dude that was from India. If y'all don't know, man, India and Pakistan are going through a little conflict right now, more or less at war. There's people in that predicament. Their lives are going to be affected. If not, lives are going to be lost. And they would love to be where we're at right now in America. Just being at parks like this, fucking off time like this, doing this kind of goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Just having fun and enjoying life. So what are you doing with your hours of the day? How are you going to spend it? How are you going to utilize it? You know what I'm saying? Just create something that's like either kind of up your alley or based on what you do. And if it ain't that, try to do something that's like oh, okay, chief. All right, man. Like I said, and I trust my mom's discretion every time. But yeah, I appreciate that, chief. Thank you. Um, yeah, do something that's like along those lines. You know what I mean? Do things along those lines, man. But yeah, we keeping it positive. Chief is on the right track. That's what I'm saying. My mods keep me on track, man. Oh, I'm sad, chief. I don't know if you remember Jax. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you took him out? I think he was vibing, but all right. I appreciate it. And then the other one too. Oh, Ernie. That's the dude's name. Damn. All right. But yeah, it's really interesting because it's like, um, I was gonna say, yeah, we're in a weird time, man. We're in a weird time. Out, no time for bullshit. Got you. Got you. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Because you know me, that's my issue. See, if y'all don't know, that's my issue. I be letting shit ride, but that's why I have my moderators be who they are. I got like 7 or 8 of them, and one of them was Jax. Jax was my first one. But if they deem it as some bullshit, I'm like, cool, take care of it. And I'm gonna let them take care of that because I have an issue where I'll just entertain. I ain't gonna say issue, but I just entertain shit too much. Um, and it's funny too because damn, I ran into someone in real life and it was really funny. You know what I'm saying? Big up Rob though. Yeah, Rob is pretty cool. Rob's been dropping in and out too. I guess and Rob does this. I don't know if I saw his page or someone else, but there's someone who does something similar to me. Oh, I'm gonna tell you the story about this. I always tell this story. There's this Korean dude named Hyo Lee. He says his name is Hyo Lee. If you look up, he has like 1.9K videos, if not 2K videos. But it's a Korean dude, and his title of his channel is in Korean. But he has these lives that say "Diary and Life of a Single Man" or something like that. But I found his channel just doom scrolling on. I always be doom scrolling on live. I found this dude's channel. He's low key the old Korean version of me. Like he'd just be vlogging his life, talking for like 5 6 hours. He talks to people in English. I was talking to him. I just kept talking to him in English. How you doing, OG? How you doing? I'm saying all this stuff, and he said, oh, "I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your kind words." And we're talking. And then at some point he goes, "I'm sorry if my English isn't that good." I said, "No, your English is great." He said, "What? You think my English is great? Well, thank you." And then at some point he's like, "What time is it over there?" He asked me what time it is. I told him it's like 1 in the morning. He said, 1 in the morning? Oh, that's the thing with Americans, man. You guys just be going to sleep anytime. We got work and stuff to do, man. So I was kind of laughing about that. But the more we kept on talking, he goes, he was saying something. He's like, "I'm sorry if my English is hard for me to communicate." I said, "Bro, don't worry about it, because everyone around the world, they speak 2 or more languages and they accommodate learning English too. So your English is great. Like we understand what you're saying." These dudes were just trolling and escalating it fast. So I rather, oh my bad, rather stop before they text something off. I see what you're saying. Respect the manners. That's fair. That's fair, Chief. I appreciate that, man. That's what I'm saying. You know me. See, this is why I trust Chief Bongo, Johnny Bongo, right there, because my whole thing is I have a hard time scanning it. I entertain a lot of bullshit, man. I give people a lot of chances. That was the issue with that guy Lunar. He realized he couldn't get over on me, and then come to find out he was testing everyone else around me, and that really bothered me. You know what I'm saying? That really bothered me. Switchy loaded. I don't even know what that is, bro. I'll tell you, man. It's like, Chief. You know what's funny? I was talking to my brother about this the other day. I was like, we were watching something on TV. I was like, I'm getting tired of like this internet shit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, move out the screen real quick. What's going on with that? I should need to reload on this lighter fluid. But who that behind you? Oh no, who that behind me? You see the spirits? Let me know if you see the spirits out there. Bam. But yeah, there be people walking through. Let me know if y'all see the spirits, man. Let me know. We're gonna be on some Yusuke spirit detective shit. You know what I'm saying? Is that a bong, aka switching? That's kind of filthy. If that's kind of a cool thing. Hey, Chief, me and my brother were talking about this the other day because we're talking about how with this era, a lot of the slang is learned from the internet. A lot of people don't be outside no more. Like I'm from Seattle. We grew up saying grippa. We use hella. I remember I was kicking it in Poland with all these people from the States, and I was like, that shit hella filthy. Woo wow. I was saying all this crazy shit from over here, like just West Coast slang, right? And then all the people from Chicago and Baltimore was like, why does he keep saying everything is filthy? Why he be saying shit is filthy? And I'm just saying like, what? And then there's one guy that was with us from LA, and he was like, bro, you don't understand shit James is saying, bro. James be saying some shit which is hella funny. You in Compton right now? You in Compton right now? Yeah, shout out to Compton. Shout out to Compton, bro. The high grade, man. Oh, he got the high grade, switchy nice. You're in Compton right now? Hey, man. It was hella funny, bro, because like me and him were the only people that understood what we were saying. And then it's funny because when I went to Baltimore, hang out with them, same people I met in Poland, they was like, hey man, we're gonna invite you to Baltimore, come kick it with us. The motherfuckers was dropping some whole different type of slang. I started bringing that shit back here. The Baltimore dudes started kicking over here in Seattle. They started taking our shit. He's like, hey man, that shit y'all be saying hella all the time. That shit is hilarious, bro. I'm gonna take that hella shit. I'm gonna take that filthy shit. I'm taking it back east. I was like, word, all right. We just swapping slang. That shit hilarious, dog. Yeah. What was I gonna say, man? Eternal Light. Appreciate. Oh my God, Eternal Light's up in here. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, 7-3, man. You gotta chill, man. You gotta chill, man. We gotta do a peaceful environment, man. I know, man. Listen, man. Hey, you gotta chill. But yeah, I couldn't even define that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I couldn't even define that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nice evening. Man, it's been. You know what? I'm gonna say like this. Eternal. The weather's pretty chill. Pretty chill, man. Pretty chill, man. Been pretty good, man. The whole day's been pretty chill, man. Can't even complain, man. Yeah, buddy. If it was here, oh, it was over there. We went for a walk with kids and posted it. Decompression vibe. Yeah, you know what's cool is like, and I've been saying this. Chief is like, I've been able to chill out. Whenever I get a cigar, I'm able to kind of just relax a bit because like damn, I was doing this many hours worth of work, if not content. The other 3 hours worth of content that I was creating, I'll upload tomorrow while I'm doing things. So it's really good, man. And it's crazy. Chief is decompressing too. Eternal. Chief, we're all doing our own thing right now, which is really nice. It's really a good vibe. Like I've been saying, Eternal, man. I've been saying this right. For all the worst stuff going on like around the world, I'm like, I don't even want to participate in any arguments or disputes. I'm like, there's too much of that energy of just indifference and conflict right now. Where I'm like, you know what, bro? We gotta find time for us. We gotta find whatever it is that we're doing that means something else. We gotta tap into that more than this other stuff because they're dealing with their conflict. It's at a huge moment. We gotta be the balance on the other side of the globe type shit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta balance out the hemispheres, right? If not the energy. But yeah, devil can kiss my ass as I run this shit. Yeah, devil's alive, man. Devil's alive, man. Yes, sir. Oof. Yeah, man. It's been really. It's like it's exactly, yeah. And I'm happy like when you tell me you're doing the stuff with the kids. I gotta tap in with your shorts because my that sounded crazy pause, but I gotta tap in with your YouTube shorts because my cousin recently, what she's doing to help her lose weight, she's doing like a VR thing. So it's like a VR thing, and she'll do like 365 days of just working out on the VR, and she uploads the clips and the songs and the stuff that she's doing on her channel. And today is day 364. So I left a comment. I said, one more day, one more. I don't know if she's gonna continue after 365, but I think she will. And I'm just like, bro, that's fire. That like after all this time, when I tapped that most recent song, I realized I said 364. I was like, that's crazy. You've been doing it for that long, so it's really dope. It's like one of those VR things where like you like hit the notes on like the music stuff. I remember I went over her house and I was trying it out. She's like, try it on. I put on the little, I don't know, it's not Oculus, it's something else. Like maybe it is Oculus. It's like the little thing that goes over, and you have the little the hand stuff. So this is different. That was pretty cool. But Eternal, I'm happy you had I'm happy you're having good weather over there, man. Because this morning was really like, actually, I'm sorry, yesterday was like 74, and the day before was like 60s. So we jumped up like 10 degrees, and then we dropped another 10 degrees today. So it was like a weird spike of like 60s, 70s, 60s, back to 60s right now. So it's like, but here we are. That's amazing. I totally want to try that. It seems pretty fun, man. And there's like, you can do like, do you want to do a 10-minute workout, a 15-minute workout? So it has that many worth, or excuse me, like it'd be like 10 minutes worth of songs that like someone's DJing, 15 minutes worth of songs someone's DJing. There's like someone there, like kind of like, if you want the voice there to motivate you, like a little personal trainer, that's there too. And it seemed kind of fun. So I did one that was, it just said like electronic music from the 90s. I'm like, electronic from the 90s, and I played it, and it was like this electronic orchestra stuff. I was like, I don't even know what this is. This shit is crazy. But yeah, like that year. Yeah. Yeah. But that's why it was so weird, because it was like, imagine going from 60s to 70s, right? So you went from 60s to 70s, and then the day it went 70s, that's when the whole shit happened in India and Pakistan and Kashmir. I'm like, I mean, man, this shit is no, like, I don't take that shit lightly. I don't know what that is. It was just a whole big spike of heat, and then boom, this happened, and I'm like, nah, man, I gotta recenter, because I was reading some texts and some messages on certain discords and certain messages stuff, and I saw a lot of negativity, and I was like, yeah, all of this is rubbing me the wrong way. Pause, and I gotta like sit there and chill a bit. I gotta, ooh, I don't know, something about this ain't right. So I just kind of had to recenter myself a bit starting yesterday. So it's been a pretty good 24 hours, more or less. You know what I mean? My personal energy's been a little up and down, but I'm trying to keep it on the up and up. So just trying to stay focused, really. You know, the work is one thing, but the personal energy stuff is another. So I got to be very careful with everything around me. I'm sensitive to the energy, man. The more, as much as I don't want to believe that, I probably am more sensitive than I realize, just in general. And like, you know, I'll give an example. Like my cousin reached out to me, and they called me and texted me, and then I finally called them back. They didn't pick up. I called them again. They didn't pick up. Then I'm like, now we're just playing phone tag. And then all of a sudden my mind started drifting, and I started thinking like, I wonder what she thinks now. I wonder if she's thinking something bad. I wonder if I'm thinking something bad. I'm just playing out these scenarios that aren't even happening. They're not even real. I'm just like, yeah, I'm overthinking some shit that like it just really can be done with one text, if not one phone call. But I'd prefer phone calls sometimes, because people like reading text and overreading the words, and I'm like, I'd rather just you hear my voice. But yeah, universe is trying to warn us. Oh, word, the moon on third was called. Wait, my bad. Called buzzing. The beehive, a warning. Yeah, man. I don't know. From where you guys were at, did you see the blood moon, like the strawberry moon, that one night? This like maybe last month or something. I think he posted about it. I don't know if you actually could see the redness from where you were at, but some people over here, I think Bellingham and no, seriously, not Bellingham. Some people more south, like Tacoma, Auburn, they were able to see it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, guys, energy work out here going on. It's something serious. I prefer this, man. I'm gonna find more benches where I can just prop the phone up and stand up and talk, because I used to just sit down and be hella close up to the camera, but like now I can kind of just move my legs a bit too and just kind of walk around. I'm at an angle because the light source is right here, and I'm just kind of standing in conjecture with it, whatever. Followed by the meteor shower to show. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's really interesting. The symbolism of that, yeah, it's really interesting stuff. It's crazy because I haven't gotten over that one. This is back in February, that general collective that Amanda did for us, and I was like, you know what, man, that shit, yeah. I mean, that shit was basically warning me to like avoid a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, say no more, say no more. Yes, pink last month, blood the month. Oh, okay, that was a month before. Okay, Okay, yeah, it's sure. I don't like strawberry moon and stuff. I remember being present for one, like just outside and kind of tapping into the energy. It was really interesting. I was like, all right, this is cool. This is like years ago, like pre-pandemic, dog, like 2017, 18, something like that. I did watch there used to be this rooftop where my friend used to live, and we used to be able to have access to his apartment's rooftop. You could just climb up the little staircase, right? There's like a little open staircase, open air staircase, and then you just hop over this little thing, and you'd be on the rooftop. And we used to be up there watching the goddamn eclipse. We had an eclipse one year, and I was watching that shit. It got dark for a little, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. Boom, got out. That was crazy. You can be sensitive to energy of different kind. Yep. But you can also, oh, let me get the squat. Bam, hit the squat right here. You can also direct and use according to your strength of will and focus it and be recycled for better work. Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's like I gotta. With that being said, I gotta. You'll understand this. Raise my threshold, right? I gotta raise my threshold a bit, which is it's a struggle within itself, but nonetheless, it'll get done. But I have to strengthen my threshold within myself because, like, I'll give an example. You remember when Goku told Gohan, it was like, all right, we're gonna try to stay in Super Saiyan form as much as possible, so that way we don't have to go from 0 to 100. We can just go from 50 to 100. That's kind of where I'm at right now, where I'm like, I'm raising my threshold for like the sensitivity of dealing with whether it be, goofy stuff in the chat, negative stuff in the chat. That's why I like to banter with things because I'm like, at least that way it creates a little sharpness to me a bit. But even then, it's like, that's why I like walking around because like I can get this going, get a little bit of stamina, a little bit of just movement going. And, downtime like this, like moments like this is like when you really need to, like you were saying, what's the word? Decompress moments. So I'm being sensitive to stuff like, it feels like you want to do something. It feels like you want to smoke this morning, but maybe find a better time to smoke. And it was good that I didn't smoke that morning, or this morning, I should say, because people were walking in and out the park that I was chilling at with babies, holding babies, and there was like mom was walking by like a pregnant lady. I was like, yeah, it's good that I did it at night because ain't nobody out here. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy, but you can remain untouched. So yeah, I agreed. Or in time, car creeping, or in time, it becomes part of your everyday life. Yeah, and that's the what's the word I'm looking for? Consistency and shit. I'm trying to tap into my consistency of I've been doing a lot of consistent like hard work. Like I'll put the hour in here, put the hour in there. But I was talking to my friend that I really wanted to hang out with, and I'm here like on the phone with him. Like, man, I'm over here tripping about time. Like I'm busy and shit because I'm keeping myself busy, but I'm forgetting about the little things where like, yeah, you need moments like spending time with people, even spending time like doom scrolling on live to find positive things for yourself and just tapping in like that. Oh, back to Hyo Lee. Hyo Lee, he's like, he told me on the live, and he's talking to me. He said, you know what, man, the fact that you're saying that my English is good, and the fact that you're praising people around the world for being multilingual. He didn't say it like that, but he was just saying it in broken English. When he started saying that stuff to me, he was like, I never thought that Americans would have an understanding of other people around the globe, so I appreciate that. And me and him were just having like a little, and I had to like type in proper English, because I was like, man, he's not gonna be able to read what's up, or like I have to put like what up or something like that, for him to understand it, or how you doing, what's good, I had to like phrase it a certain way so that he understands. But even then, we were able to communicate. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it was like a little barrier that we broke, but we tapped into each other. I went on this dude's page. Let me get to that in a second. It's what I do for Amanda. I deflect negative energy away so she can do readings. Eternal. That's why I made you a mod here. That's why I made Chief a mod, because Chief took care of some people for me. Jax used to take care of shit for me. Blader Z always be taking care of shit for me. And I'm just like, man, I trust people's I trust their discretion. You know what I'm saying? However they see it, I trust it. But Yoli, that Korean dude, bro, I went on his, like, here's what I'm saying. I went on that dude's page, right? At the time, I had 1.9K videos. This dude had 1.9K videos too. And all it was just him engineering shit, like putting like batteries together and wires and shit. And he started cooking. So he had all these cooking videos. But I was like, let me start at the popular videos and work my way down. So I started watching the popular shit. I started scrolling down, right? And then I started seeing the ones that had all the comments in it. I started tapping the ones that had the comments. And you know how like when you see the Korean characters or Japanese characters, whatever, you can tap it and translate it. Where I was translating what the comments were saying in his videos, and it was hella people in Korean talking shit like, "Oh, get a real job," or "Why are you doing this? This ain't your life." It's just an old man trying to cook and then show it to the goddamn YouTube. That's his channel. That's what he's trying to do. And I realized over there the culture is like, "What are you doing this weird YouTube shit for? Like, go and get a job, dude." go find something, like go do, they were not into the passion stuff. They weren't into like the side hustle stuff, whatever, however you want to look at it. Things that you do outside of work that really define who you are, basically. They weren't into that. They didn't like it, and they were just saying some crazy shit to him. I was reading all these comments. I started getting mad. I left a comment on it, one of his oldest videos. I said, man, I didn't say fuck what they're talking about, but I was like, don't listen to none of these people's negative stuff, bro. Just keep doing this. Keep going. F all that. Who cares what others think, man? Do what makes you happy and worry about yourself. I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about someone else. I'm talking about my guy, Hill Lee. But thank you for dropping in, Dylan. Thank you for dropping in, Dylan. How you feeling? How you doing tonight, man? Let us know how you living, man. What I'm speaking on is regards to another older man who was chasing his passions on his YouTube channel. And they were talking greasy to him. And that shit had me heated. That shit pissed me off. So I was like, damn, bro. So that's why I left him. I subscribed to him and I left him a really nice comment. I try to just let him know, like, hey, man, keep doing what you're doing. Don't give up on this. And I'm going to tell you about another dude's channel that I doom scrolled and found. That's if you're doing good, you just got off work. That's what's up, man. Damn, you getting off work late, man. That's a rough day, bro. It's a rough day. Getting off late. I remember I used to do graveyard too. I don't know if you're, well, I don't know what coast you're on, my bad. But yeah, bro. I remember there's this one dude that, like, I say this all the time. Oh, we got some other people. Are you Samoan? Nah, I'm not though. Are you though? How you living? 11. Oh, okay. You're on Pacific. I'm on Pacific time too, bro. So yeah, I'm on Pacific. I'm not Samoan though. Are you? You want to know something funny? Let me know if you speak Samoan, because I'm gonna say something. How you living, Oos? Unless you're a girl. Unless you're a goose. How you living, Oos? We're doing all right. Yeah, man. It's crazy because, like, you know what I'm saying? There's a one dude, I found his channel. This is dude in the Philippines. He's in Mindanao. You know what I'm saying? That cigar, yeah. I'm like down to the bottom, low key. I'm about to, I'm damn, I ain't gonna lie, I've been chiefing this shit the whole time. How you living, Oos, man? What's the name, bro? Doing New Zealand. Nah, I'm in Seattle, bro. I'm in the States. Bro, can you hear the planes? Eternal, can you hear the planes, bro? So okay, this is my beef, Eternal. The closest, biggest airport is SeaTac, which is south. But then to the east, bro, to the east is they got Payne Field, which is in Everett. So that shit fucks up my connection at the house. Like the planes go overhead, and then like the TV just starts glitching or starts like freezing. It's bad, bro. It's bad. We got an airport to the south and an airport to the east. It's a smaller one to the east, but nonetheless, it messes up my connection when I'm trying to go live. Or it messes up the TV, it messes up the cable. It's crazy. You see the planes in the sky too? Yeah, bro. It just be like ah. You'll see it go. So like, all right, this direction is south. So you'll see that shit go south all the time. How you hit those? I heard you don't inhale. Exactly, Dylan. Dylan gets it. You're a boy. How you living, Oos? How you living, Oos? Yeah, man. I'm Filipino though. Island shit. You already know. But just some island shit. So the thing about the cigar is this, man. Cigar, Daniel. What was I gonna say, Dylan? Dylan. So cigarettes, you inhale it or whatever. With the cigar, it's kind of like wine tasting, pretty much. You inhale the smoke, but you don't fully inhale it. You kind of just taste the flavor of what the smoke of the cigar, how they wrapped it, whatever flavorings they added into it. So you're just tasting that. A lot of times I used to just stick with the dark and the earthy, but you know, sometimes there's flavored caps, there's things like that, and then there's somewhere like they wrap it, it'd be like a big cigar, and then the more of the flavor would be in the middle, if not the end. So it just depends on it. You got the vape, yeah. You smoke thin Hamlet, which wasn't bad. What's the thin Hamlet? Put me on game. Let me know what that is. Thin Hamlet, interesting. I gotta stop crouching. I gotta start hitting the squat. All right, y'all. You gotta dip to the eternal night of rest in peace. Big up, my G. Have a good. Oh, yep. Hey, Chief. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you. It's a skinny cigar. Yeah, this one ain't too bad. It's like a square, or it's like a rectangle shape, but it's small because it was actually like it's probably a third or like about a third of what it used to be. Appreciate you, Chief. As always, man. If y'all don't know, that's Chief Bongo, man. Shout out to the Chief right there, man. Um, oh, what were we talking about? Cigars. Yeah, it's kind of more of a taste test. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So you don't fully inhale it. If you were to fully inhale it, oh my god, you'd probably be dead. You'd be messed up. Let me know what that is. It took. It looks massive. Massive. What do you mean? Well, yeah, it'd be this is probably like a third of what it was, so it was longer. If that makes sense. And then, yeah, I was just chiefing it the whole time. Your birthday's today. Happy birthday to you. Man, let me know if I'm saying it right. Sunalole, Sunalole, Faimolo, Faimalo, Faimalo, Sunalole, Faimalo. Massive. You're good. Born and raised in Seattle, Dylan. Sunalole, Faimalo. Yeah, I'm trying to get better at you know what I'm saying. Monastery. How you living, man? Monastery. Am I saying that right? Monastery. Monaster. Monaster. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Let me know if I'm saying it correctly. Both you guys' names, man. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you all for being here, man. I got it. Yes, sir. By Malo. Yeah. I gotta yeah, my homegirl, I might have to hit her up in a while. I didn't hit her up in a long time, so I might have to hit her up soon. But she's Samoan, right? And like her and all of her sisters and cousins, you know what they call each other? But they call each other Muli. They be saying Muli. I don't know. Let me know if I'm saying it right, Muli. And then my other friend yesterday, he's black, but his best friend is Samoan. He used to come out to the events with us. And then they said they nicknamed him the Fufu Master. So they were like, he's black, so he don't know what the Samoans are saying. So yeah, your nickname is the Fufu Master, man. He's all right. I guess I'm Fufu Master. And then they were laughing, and he said, "What's fufu mean?" He said, "Oh, don't worry about it. It just means having fun." And he's all right. I guess I like having fun. Yeah, they were dogging him the whole day, bro. It was terrible. I was like, so I don't know if you know what those words is, but it's just kind of funny. It means, but yeah, I heard something like that. I heard muli meant like shit or something, but the fufu, I don't know if that's I ain't gonna do it right here, but like the little motion. I ain't gonna do the motion. It's pause worthy. Comedy, bro. Got a very confident voice, and your storytelling is on point, man. All right, man. You're like the fourth person ever in my life that said that shit. And I'm like, I'll probably help people write some shit. And like, it's funny because like I'll be around, like, all right, so a lot of my friends used to do music and shit. And like I would always say that they're more talented than me. But like I would just be in the space just kicking it with people. You know what I'm saying? And then out of nowhere, like all the females would be like just talking to me, trying to get to know me. I didn't understand it. I just thought they're trying to get over on me. I was like, man, what's up with these people, man? What's this shit, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like what they doing over here? I don't be trusting people. Normally I just don't be trusting people. So they start coming around. People are like, yeah, you got the whatever, you got the something. 'Cause I don't know. I don't even fucking know either, man. I like being left alone. I like talking to people I like being around with, but I don't know, man. Being on stage, maybe, maybe. See, you caught me on a good night, so I think you're saying it based on a good day. You know what I'm saying? I think you're saying it on a good day, but I don't know if I'm that funny. I might help people write some shit, but that's about it. I don't know though. I appreciate that, man, and that means something. That means something though. But yeah, I do live, but we're sandwiched in between two airports, low key. There's this one south, and it traffic's. There's a lot of traffic over there. Fair. Yeah, man. I mean, it's funny, man, because it's like a lot of my favorite comedians. The fact that they can like make light, like the timing is one thing, but the fact that they can make light about their traumas and shit, I'm like, bruh, you got to really be on stage consistently every night and just getting the reps in. And I'm like, one thing is it's never too late. There's people starting comedy careers in their 50s and shit. So I'm not gonna say I never thought about it. I just, I'm so into the viewership of the art, like actually consuming the art, that it's hard for me to really see myself participating. But I don't know, man. I think you're like the first person that said that shit, which is kind of funny. I do want to own a comedy club because I like funny shit. You know what I'm saying? I like funny shit. So if I ever in the future have money, I would just want to own a comedy club so people can come in and just because like when people bomb, like when you see people bombing and shit, that shit is funny, bro. Sing a song, I can't sing, bro. You like Fluffy? Yeah, Fluffy is hilarious. Did you watch the recent special? He was in Miami. Was it Miami? The Miami special? That was a good one. I like that one, bro. See, the thing is, I'm like talking a lot because I'm able to be just passionate about speaking about life and whatnot. He has a new special, bro. I don't know if it's Netflix or what's the other one? I don't even know. It's on one of the streaming things. I don't have streaming no more. My brother played it, but if you see the Fluffy's new special, it's pretty good. It's pretty funny. It's more about he's recapping his life up to this point, but it's good. He said, "Okay, rap, man. You ever heard? You ever? Hey, let me. I gotta read your name again, just so I remember it. Sunalole. You ever heard of Pay Styles? Let me know if you ever heard of Pay Styles, man. That's what I'm on. Pay Styles only. Shout out DJ Fresh. Shout out to the Bay. You dig? Let me know if you know about Pay Styles, man. But nah, I've been making beats more or less, man. Matter of fact, if you go to my channel and you tap I don't even know what it's under, bro. Releases on my channel to be like videos, shorts, playlist, releases, community posts. If you check releases, I just got some beat albums on there. So I mainly been doing beats lately. I haven't did like a rap album in a while. I thought about it, but I just haven't wrote in a while. But it's been a minute. Got a couple of music things. Matter of fact, you know what's funny? My friend texted me this morning. I texted him last night. He texted me this morning, and he said he's finally mixing one of my albums that I sent to him. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm just sad because I got all this new computer stuff, so I can't even track out my stems anymore. So I'm really sad about it. If you know, you know. I can't even track out my stems, so I'm a little sad. It's funny because the chat was saying like, what if the little cars and the little toys started moving by themselves? And now you guys got me thinking like this should be creepy if it was moving by itself. You know, back in like when the winter when it was colder and the wind was blowing, sometimes shit would be moving by itself. So it was a little scary. But I don't know about right now. I think I've been here so much and the energy's been so good that I'm not too tripping on this, so much, whatever. But yeah, man. It's been a good day though. I can't even trip. It's been a great day. Sooner or later, you be watching wrestling? You watching wrestling though? I didn't watch the Jey Uso match. I don't know if he won on WrestleMania, but I've been tapped in a little bit. My brother watches a lot of wrestling. Yeah, at least I don't know if he watches AEW, but he does watch WWE. Yeah, Jey Uso got the title match or whatever. Trying to remember who he battled against, bro. Who did he wrestle? That's tough. The other funny thing about the Samoans is like because you guys are like naturally hella big, so many people be scared of y'all. But every time I've met them, they've been hella nice, man. They've been hella chill. You know what I'm saying? There be some that be on that bully, but sometimes it's like, you know, I don't know. I mean, they just be nice to me. I don't know. A lot of people be nice. Listen to these slaps. Oh man, there you go. Go ahead and read. Hey, Sunalole, go ahead and read his rap. I was reading it, and I realized like, oh, he over here, he wrote a rap by himself. I'm not gonna recite his bars. Yeah, it's been a great day, great night, more or less, man. If I get down to the roach of it, a little stove or whatever, man, I'm gonna get moving maybe, but I'm gonna have to donate. I gotta find a tree. I always find a tree to donate my cigar to. You know what I'm saying? Give it back to earth and whatnot. Things like that. You know, more or less, it's been a great night though. Like I'm actually surprised. Like something told me I was like, just go outside, bro. Just like you don't want to be home right now, so just go outside. And I ended up out here just doing this. You know what I mean? Pay styles only though. I learned the term for it. Back then I used to just say the phrase, man, we don't do nothing for free. That's actually the neighborhood I grew up in too, man. It's like a lot of people was freestyling, saying kicking goofy shit, and then after a while they're like, man, we ain't doing none of that shit for free no more. You know what I'm saying? Kicking out real. Used to rap a couple songs that were on the easier side. It takes two, yeah, and BG to Prince. Oh, Prince rap 80s, early 90s. Man, I'm trying to think. Eternal. You know that song? Damn, I used to hear this shit all the time as a kid. Jump around. Jump around by House of Pain. I was thinking about this shit this morning. I think jump around. I think that is House of Pain, right? But yeah, I remember when I was a kid, that LL Cool J song, "Mama Said Knock You Out." Um, oh man, good night, man. Take it easy, bro. Solarian. Oh, Solarian was good. Solarian. All right, so, bro, I just got to HR 15, man. I just got to HR 15, and I realized after, because I haven't captured a monster in so long. I haven't captured a monster since like it was either Rise or whatever was before that. So when I had to capture the Cutku, I was fucking mad. I was like, bro, I gotta find the goddamn sleep herb and then mix it with a Parish room or some shit. I think it was a Parish room. So I found all this shit in the forest. Then I had to go all the way back to base camp, mix the ingredients. Then I had to buy a trap tool. I was like, bro, I gotta do all this shit all over again. Capture is forgotten about in this game. Yeah, I know. And then it's funny because they reintroduced it at the end. When I'm like, well, I'm happy they brought this back. They give no pointers on what to do. Bro, I went to my, the thing next to the ghillie mantle, how they have capture. I'm over here throwing the net for like what? This shit ain't working. Because my cat kept on making a shock trap. So I realized I need to just make a shock trap. Bro, what am I doing? Yeah, I was running back and forth from base camp to, and I'm over here trying to paralyze. I used a paralyzing great sword on the Cutku. He was sitting there like shaking up. I'm trying to use the capture net. I'm like, oh, this ain't it. This isn't the way to do it. So yeah, it's been a while. And then I don't excuse me. I don't know if you remember the old games. Like when you use a trank bomb, you would throw it like a baseball, pretty much. And I'm over here like from a long distance throwing the trank bomb. I come to find out it blows up right in front of you. I was hella mad. Yeah, you need a paralyze, and then yeah, I was upset. And you can't use a pitfall trap, which is what I had on the Cutku because it has wings. Yeah, that's why I noticed they had no god. Yeah, I know. They really throw you to the wolves. LL Cool J Eternal. So okay, Eternal. Here's the thing. In kindergarten, right? Okay, remember, Mama Said Knock You Out was like what, 80s, 90s, around the cusp in that era. Mama Said Knock You Out was really early. I used to hear that shit all the time as a kid. Mama Said Knock You Out. That was my shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when I went to kindergarten, my mom drops me off at school. And then this is the my mom drops me off at school, and she says this. She goes, all right, James, I'm gonna go now, but you have a good day at school. But before we go there, like we're walking into the class, she said, James, remember, if someone hits you, you hit him back. And I internalized that shit like it was a mission. She said, remember, James, someone hits you, you hit him back. I'm like, all right, mom. And then she sits down. She's like, all right, I love you, bye. She leaves. And then I don't know, kids just start fucking with me. So then Mama Said Knock You Out. It's playing in my head, and my mom said, somebody hits you, you hit him back. So like the whole kindergarten, Mama Said Knock You Out, bro. And I wasn't knocking kids out. Like I was like a little kid, but it was just funny because I was sitting there like, bro, this is that era, this is that time period where it was just like normal to fight. But my mom gave me those instructions. So then like months down the line, I start getting in trouble and written up. And then they're the teachers are trying to talk to my mom and my parents, and they're like, James, why are you acting so bad at school? Why do you keep getting in fights? I had to tell my mom, I was like, you literally told me if someone hits you, hit him back. Like that's what I've been doing this whole time. So yeah, kindergarten was kind of rough because I was like not getting no work done. I couldn't even learn because I was just like the smallest thing would just like affect me. Like if someone hits me, I was like, I guess I gotta follow orders, and I would just I was just be getting in trouble as a kid. I was like 5, 6 years old. I was like 6. I started school late. You know, it's 1990 though. Oh, so Eternal, if you're still there, yeah, jump around was really interesting. I'm gonna jump into Amanda's live right after this. So I don't know if you're going back and forth, but if you're here, I appreciate it, man. But jump around. All right, so me and my cousin, I went to hang out with my cousin up north. We're going to the casino to go watch. And when you're at the casino, if you're in the sports lounge, there's like one big ass screen, and then there's like 16 smaller screens that are hella big too on the side. And over here, it's like Batman's room type shit. And you're just watching all the games, and people are betting. And then there's one guy who's sitting behind us who looks like Cotton. You guys know Cotton from King of the Hill? He looks just like Cotton, and he's getting mad because he's losing money. He's just screaming. He's just screaming because he's losing money. But he's there every day, apparently. That's what my cousin said. Like, yeah, that's Cotton Hill. We just call him Cotton because he be sitting there getting mad because he's losing money, which is funny. But anyway, Oh, this should be out. Anyway, we're watching all these games, just big screen, everything, and then my cousin hands me an edible. So then the edible starts kicking in, and I'm like watching these screens. I'm freaking out, like, bro, this is overwhelming. This is a lot to monitor right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm tripping. I'm like, hey, we might have to leave because I'm tripping right now. Like my body feels hella cold. I'm high as hell. I'm off the edible. We might have to just watch the game at the house. So we're watching Oregon because Oregon is undefeated. This is this year. Oregon was undefeated. They were playing Nebraska. They're going against Nebraska, right? At the half, the score was like 3-13. Nebraska had 13. Oregon had 3. Oregon was undefeated. Nebraska couldn't wait to beat them. During the halftime, right? The DJ is playing "Jump Around," House of Pain, "Jump Around." Bro, every like Nebraska, it's like red and white. That's their colors, right? You just see hella red shirts, hella red crew necks and hoodies just jumping in the stadium, just like this. The whole stadium is jumping. Jump around, House of Pain. The whole stadium is just boom, just waving, just jumping. And then on the sideline, again, these are kids. This is Oregon, right? Because Oregon is down 10 points, but they're undefeated. On the side, Jump Around is playing. You just see all the Oregon kids, just like, yeah, we jumping around too. We good. We ready for this defense. They're hopping around too. Defensive line, O line, they're getting hyped up. While you DJ's playing my song. So in Oregon, they stayed confident the whole game, right? Bro, the final score was like 17-13, if not 20-13. Oregon came back, fucked them up. I was like, them kids, they're different. They're different. They didn't give no fucks. So a lot of them kids that got drafted from that Oregon team, I know they're, bruh. Yeah, that energy from that song and the college stadiums, excuse me, I gotta blow the ash. That shit had me hyped. And mind you, I'm off the edible watching this shit, just tripping. I'm like, bruh, they're geeked. They're geeked right now. And they came in ready. The fact that the Oregon team was not phased by the DJ and the stadium, they're like, no, we got this. We're going to drop 10 on you right here. They ended up dropping like 17. Crazy, man. I might be lying. You got to look at the scores on that game. I swear to God, it was like Nebraska. It was a red team versus Oregon. They came back at the half. 10, 17 points, something like that. It was ridiculous. I was like, bro, this is crazy. Yeah, they were not phased by the energy. This is like thousands, 10,000s of people, 20,000s of people just in the stadium. And you got a team to go against and a coach and the media. And be like, we don't give a fuck. We're staying undefeated. We in here. But yeah, that was crazy. But no, I was thinking about that this morning because I was like, man, that was like the best context for Jump Around. Like that song right there. And the fact that them kids didn't give a damn. That shit had me hype. I forgot how we got there. Somebody was talking about raps and then Eternal said 80s, 90s songs. I think like 80s music though was the best. Like I like the electronic funky stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anything like that. And like a lot of 80s music is cheesy, but I like the cheesy music. It's some good music, man. Let's not lie. I said this before, man. 80s is probably one of the best. I wasn't even born in the 80s. I was born in the 90s, but 80s music is fire. 80s music is fire to me. Yep. Let me go and let's see. We're at the 103. Shit. All right, you see this little tree right here? This is what I was taught by people who taught me how to smoke the cigar. Hold on, let me cure it. Ain't no smoke on this, so I think we good. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it right here on the camera because I might have did it last time, maybe not. I think I did it because I turned my phone off. Basically, I'll break it down, crumple, I cut it through, break it down. I donate it to the base of the tree because when you have like, you can't do it with a cigarette because cigarette got bullshit in it. But cigars, because it is like a natural wrap, you can take the natural wrap and donate it back to nature, back to soil. So I do it at the soil at the base of a tree usually. Usually I do these big ass 150-year-old trees, 200-year-old trees. But I gotta find one because you're gonna got one right here, but thing right here, bro. Let me get this in the shot. And I'm gonna get the mob and I'm gonna show you. Not a good one. Hold on. Is that there? Boom, let me walk to it. See if I'm still in the shot. It might be here, but I need a better shot. So I'm actually gonna go up to this one. I'm literally gonna show you what I do. I do a little breathing exercise, and I'm gonna talk to you about it in a second. But I'm gonna go right here at this tree, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you what I do. Cigar is one thing for my decompression and whatnot. That's the word I'm gonna start taking now from shout out my guy Chief Bongo. Right here, bro. There goes this tree. Right there. Yeah, you might see me, you might not. Let me just put it right there. There it is, man. Ugh. We in the shot? Sort of. I gotta get it at an angle. So here we go. I'm not much of a tree hugger, but I know people who really be tapping in with the soil, barefoot on the soil, collecting the energy. If y'all don't know, you gotta take off your shoes because the rubber soles, rubber deflects electricity. So you want the electricity in your body from the earth and whatnot. But here I'm donating cigar, whatnot, to the tree. I do my little breathing with it. Seven minutes, or excuse me, 7 seconds on the inhale. You hold it for about 3. Blow out all the air, and in the middle of blowing out all the air, you want to give yourself like an affirmation. You kind of tell yourself something. You know what I mean? I usually stick with the way I was taught. I just stick with the mantra. I love myself, so I kind of stick with that. Ooh, I got to drink. That's kind of what I stick with personally. So it could be anything, but what you got to be mindful of what it is you're donating to the tree. See, again, like I said, it's a cigar, so it's a natural wrap. Donate the natural wrap, tobacco leaf wrap, to the tree, at the trunk, at the base, to its soil. 7 minutes on the end. 7 seconds. Inhaling slowly, kind of fill up your chest. Hold it for 3 seconds. Blow out as much air as you can. Maybe take you about 4 seconds. Give yourself an affirmation, and as you're exhaling, you just think. You don't have to say it out loud because you're exhaling, obviously, but just think to yourself some affirmation. I love myself, and I say it as many times as I can until I finish the last exhale. The other thing was, like, if it's not a natural tobacco leaf kind of cigar, you can do it with what was I gonna say? If you're smoking weed, you can do it with raw papers, because raw papers are natural. Even sometimes the crutch that they put in there, when you put the crutch um inside of the tip that you smoke, a lot of the crutches are also natural too. Like, they can what's the word? They're biodegradable, or they're compostable, if you will. So you can use those as well. But smoking is like one thing. People say it's pleasure and whatnot, but you got to do things with purpose all the time. I'll start applying purpose with pleasure a bit, purpose and leisure, things like that. But that's where my heart and my mind is at. You know. Excuse me. I'm heading back to Amanda's stream. I think I'm only mod while she's reading. Oh yeah, you got to get there. I'm gonna be there in like 10, 15. about 10-15 minutes because I'm gonna try to get to my 2 hours here. But I'll be there, Eternal. Thank you for dropping in, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you being here, man. As always. I'm gonna end it with this you know what I'm saying, the side of let me show you this, man. Let me flip this. Damn. My camera messed up? Hold on. I might have to just walk more. I can't tell if my camera's messed up or something. Hold on. It's fuzzy, I know. Hold on, man. Let me wipe this shit. Also kind of at a distance. Did I mess up my camera? I hope not. A while ago it seemed fine. Let me focus right here. That seems fine. Let me zoom out. Might have to zoom out, but I'm gonna walk towards the staircase. But yeah, man. That's how I'm doing right now. It's like affirmations is one thing. Loving yourself is another thing, but you know, combine it all together, mix it all in, man. The way you're living, it doesn't have to just be you know, oh, this is, you know, you I don't know how to explain it. So you don't want to just say things are like a oh, I just do this because why not? I just do this just to whatever. That's true, but you can always mix it in with other purposes, you know what I mean? Like I can't even think of my words straight right now. Hopefully what I'm saying makes sense. Just trying to combine um a bit of leisure with, you know, but you would have to do the first thing first. Like you would have to know, like you'd have to recreationally drink, you'd have to recreationally smoke. You'd have to go through that first to understand how can I do this, but on a higher level. Other people just smoke on stream, they monetize that, they monetize the way they live. They crack brews and they talk with the chat on stream. I've met a few people. There's an OG up in East Los Angeles. He sits down with the chat and he chops it up. But yeah, it's real dark. I guess you can see. Try to turn on the light. Kind of helps, not really. But yeah, Lake Washington right there. There goes Bellevue, right over there. There goes Bellevue. But yeah, so I've been checking in with my normal spots, man. You know, absorbing energy, depositing it, all that. Trying to stay positive, really. Stay on a good one. Stay on a good high in life, on a good track. You know what I mean? The other thing about hope the rest of the night's great. Eternal, I'll see you in a second. I'll see you soon, man. I'll be over there. Once I get off here, go home, charge the phone and everything. Matter of fact, by the time I get off here, I'll probably be like probably will hop into live in a second. In about 10 minutes from now. I'm just trying to get past the 2 hour mark. But yeah, that's where I'm at here, man. With life and everything's you know, when you're in this area, see on a surface level, I say this all the time with certain people, I'm like, you know, there's moments and times I'll be in this area. It's no shade, but it's just all facts. Like every now and again, you're running into some people that a little hesitant to speak with you because it's like, why is this brown person walking through this neighborhood, this area? Why do I see them at this time of day? Whoop wop, etc. But really, what you're dealing with is people and human beings. You know, just things on that level. My thing with that is like that's the surface level. That's what's in front of you. That's what you're dealing with. But really, on another hand, it's like there's these trees out here, bruh. Act like that's not a living thing too. People take this shit for granted, man. 150-year-old trees, giant trunks. How do we know this? There was these two trees on one of my last lives in front of this house. Leah said the house was built in 1908. She said the trees have been here since the house was built. So this is at least 100 years, if not 150 years. And it's a tall tree that eagles perch on. Then you have giant trunks that are probably like 200 years old. This is the whole street. This is the whole neighborhood. You got these things that have seen life way before us. You know what I'm saying? Way before the prejudice and the racism up here, or just in general. So I can't even focus on certain people that are negative. You understand? For that, I can't focus on that. I gotta focus on this big old tree trunk right there. You know what I'm saying? Count through. I know, right? That's if they chop it down. But stuff like that, I gotta tap in one of those. You feel me? I gotta tap into, you know, the whole Pacific Northwest, all this fresh air. You be walking past a goddamn tree, acting like you don't know what's going on. Matter of fact, here you go, soul. This thing been here for a while. Somebody chopped this down a long time ago. This thing has been like this for a while. This is a big old tree that used to kind of overarch, I think, on the street side, heading towards the fence. But you know, it's like when you're on the East Coast, bro, you're in New York, Baltimore, they got these little skinny trees. And you know, they're just surrounded by brick buildings, brick floor, cobblestone floors, concrete. They don't got enough as much green as we do over here. And people walk past the shit, take it for granted all the time. You just be breathing good air, taking it for granted all the time. Good weather, decent times of the year, right? All the time, taking it for granted or whatever, however you want to look at it. And you know, I don't want to be the person that like leaves here, moves from here, visits another place, comes back. I'm like, hey, you know, I appreciate it. So I want to appreciate things while I'm in the moment, like stuff like this. So that's why you see me applying and utilizing all different forms of teachings, whether that be like a form of hustle, you know, with the channel, a form of hustle with the stocks, a form of spirituality within myself, a form of spirituality and natural practice with the environment, nature, and the city I'm in now. Like everything I'm trying to apply it. It's a slow road, honestly. It's a slow road to try to utilize all of it, but nonetheless, this is what I try to do, you know. Try to tap in with everything. Let me walk this way so I can get more light. I'm like in the dark. I could see I'm like in the dark. Yeah, I've been doing this since the winter, going on live and kind of just, get emotional, preach about my bullshit and whatever. But yeah, man. This is where I'm at with it right now. Yeah, I was hyped, man. Been a great, good old 24 hours for me, man. Soul, if you're still there, man, how's it been over there, man? You doing all right? Also, so I was gonna ask you because over here we're like somewhere in the 60 degrees, right? Yesterday it shot up to 74, and then today it's back to 61 or 62 or whatever. I was like, bro, we spiked 10 degrees and then we went back down 10. And I was like, bro, this is too abrupt. Too abrupt. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. But yeah, man. Tap in with your local nature. If you don't know how to tap in with nature, man, tap in with your local people. Talk to them. Figure out what's going on with them. Figure out how to hustle where you're at, you know? Something. Communicate with others. You know, sometimes I forget to ask people how their day's going. You know, that's on me though. Sometimes I forget. And that's a bad thing, really. We walk this way. With rain or yeah, 55 to 70. Yeah. Yeah, it was weird, man. It was like Monday was overcast, and then like Tuesday, yesterday was like I was outside like shorts and a t-shirt. I'm like, bro, what's going on? It's warm. And then today dropped down to 61, back to hoodie weather. And tonight I got the what do you call this? The what do you call this? The down jacket. I was like, I know it's gonna be cold when I go outside. I know I'm gonna be cold. I'm actually trying to do as much as I can this year before winter happens because I don't want to do like these little lives in the winter that I used to do. I used to just be out there in the cold. I was like, I got 1 hour to do, bro. Now that it's getting warmer, I can give you like 2 hours. If I get like a what do you call this? I forgot what they called it. If I get like a battery pack kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? If I get one of those, bruh, shit, I don't know how long. I mean, I'm not. I'm also like trying to utilize my time better. You know, I recorded some video game stuff, like 3 hours worth at the house before I went outside tonight. Because I told myself like, should I do four? Should I do 4 videos? And then when I wrapped up the third one, I was like, something's telling me I need to go outside now. So I just left, and here I am doing this. You know, one of those nights, man. We're back where we started, man. Walking. I was walking up the hill, now we're walking down. That's great, man. Like I said, originally I was going to go all the way to my old high school, just sit in a little dugout, but I'm only going there just to see if this one dude I used to tap in with and talk with, if I just want to see if he's there, because like last time I talked with him was sometime in maybe January, and his life he's trying to just get his life on track, man. He's trying to get out the game and just be, like a humble citizen, if not a good person. Like he had dealt with going in and out of jail, so it's like, and this is like the second time I really talked to him, second or third time, and we just hung out. I just spent time with him. I was like, man, I just want to make sure you good tonight because you got a lot on your mind. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, I think I'll be all right, man. He's just like, appreciated having someone talk to him that night. You know, and it's fucked because I just be like, me, I'm just outside like late at night. That's usually what I do, and it's funny because like, I mean, there's no telling where his mind was at. He might have just wanted to talk to me and be like, hey, is he out here hustling? Let me see if I can get the plug with him. And I'm like, I'm not even on that, bro. I literally had this same microphone and this same setup with the phone, and I wasn't going live yet though. I was just recording myself, trying to get 30-40 minutes worth of just vlog talking stuff, updates on life, and then upload it next morning at work using the Wi-Fi. I was just sitting there chatting it up for a good 10-20 minutes, and he popped in, talked to me. I cut the video short. I just hung out with him for like an hour. But that's the only reason why I would go to that area, to just hang out with him. But it's a hot little area, man. It's home to me. Don't get me wrong, it's home to me. But it's just he'll be shooting it out too much. People fighting in the back street and doing wild shit. So I'm like, it's home to me though. But it's just I'm really only concerned with being around good areas and good energy. So when I find my spots and I find my spaces, I try not to take it for granted. So I've been trying to get just normal exercise back in the routine. Might put like an hour or two here and there throughout the weeks, like at the actual gym. I need to do that though. I need to do like real, like back in the boxing gym type exercise. I need to get back in the gym because bro, all this ramen, you know what I'm saying? All this ramen and instant noodles, bro. Like the instant noodles where you drain the water and then you put like the cheese powder and shit on top, like the Samyang bowl duck noodles, like the carbonara. Bro, we used to eat the quattro cheese. They stopped selling quattro cheese, but we used to eat that shit all the time. That shit was heavy. Shit was heavy. And I realized the more hot sauce, like the little hot sauce packet that you use in there, little red sauce, the more of it you use, the worse it gets. Or like the worse, your stomach gets. I was like, let me stop doing that. I'm trying to drink less soda, but I'm still drinking like Gatorade and Prime and shit because it's just good for like normal like hydration throughout the day. But yeah, I gotta watch what I eat. I just be eating, I be eating everything, man. Right now, at least, I'm trying to avoid pork though, because it's like, I think I had a little bit of pork the other day. Started getting a little, not tired, but just irritable. I just started feeling it. I was like, I don't feel like good right now, like healthy good. I just feel a little off. So I want to try to slow things down before things get too rough. You know what I mean? I actually slow down on beef too, and I love me a good cheeseburger. Only time I'll get me a cheeseburger is maybe like when I'm doing the Beyblade day or something like that. After Beyblading after an event, I might just drop in at like a, whether it's fast food or just a random restaurant, get me a little meal. Classic burger and fries, classic American meal. You know, fill you up and slow you down. You know, good stuff. I love me a good cheeseburger, man. But I just gotta do things in moderation. I guess that's what I'm saying. Yeah, my moderation, and you know, yeah, man. Everybody take care of each other, and take care of each other. Take care of yourselves and family members. You know, one of my friends, or excuse me, my brother was hanging out with one of his childhood friends from back in like elementary and TT minor days and shit like that. You know, they're like childhood friends, and they were hanging out. And he's telling him, he's like, yeah, you know, so my brother's, this is my brother's childhood friend. This dude, his, to my understanding, his dad, when we were kids, we'd always see his dad in the neighborhood walking around, and they would say hi and they would just say bye, and I was like, oh, that's your dad? I didn't know that. I thought he was just talking to a random dude on the street. Come to find out, his dad just don't live with him. Like, his dad didn't want to deal with the responsibilities of raising them, but he'd be around the neighborhood still. He used to be walking around doing shit. You know what I'm saying? But he just didn't live with them. It was kind of fucked up. So we'd always see that dude in the neighborhood. Like, I guess it was like, it was a courteous thing to still say hi, but it was like, bro, you kind of a deadbeat, man. You come by when you feel like coming by, but you're not trying to be in no one's life. So it always felt kind of weird. Anyway, brother's hanging out with that same friend, and you know, obviously that dude has a weird love hate relationship with his dad. But nonetheless, like what happened recently is that his dad's body was just found somewhere in the street, man. You know, somewhere probably he was still walking around through here, so he's somewhere over here. Ain't no telling what happened to him, if he just had a stroke. Like, I guess my brother's friend didn't want to know the details, which is sad, man, because you know he was just like, they were about to tell him the details. Like, I guess his auntie was like about to give him what happened, but you know it was already overwhelming just to find out his dad died. And he was like, man, I don't even want to know. Don't even tell me. Just don't even tell me. They just found his body in the street somewhere. But yeah, just look out for your loved ones, man. You don't know, motherfuckers be collapsing from health. You know, he was in his like 60s about. He was about in his 60s, so. But I also don't know the type of lifestyle he was living, so he might have just had bad health realistically. But hopefully nothing happened. Like, I don't think it was a murder or nothing. I didn't hear none of that shit. I didn't hear nothing about that. I don't know. I don't think that's what it was, but still, look out for your loved ones, man. Look out for them, man. Wait, I'm over here hitting the stop sign button like there's cars and shit. Anybody outside? Yeah, man. In the spirit of the boulevard. In the spirit of the boulevard, man. MLK right here. But yeah, man. Crossing MLK. I'm about to get back to the house right now. Getting back to the house right now. But yeah, there it is, man. We hit it. 2 hours and some change right there. Get back to the house. Charge up the phone. Tap in with people's lives tonight. Help myself go to sleep a bit. Close my eyes, you know. Get back to it tomorrow morning, you know. Get back on the lives. Get back on the Monster Hunter. Get back on the uploading files. Rinse and repeat. Do it again. That's what Thursday's looking like. Friday probably gonna be the same thing, more or less. All right, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace.